Hey everybody, welcome back to Masked Pundit TV. Now in this video I'm going to be giving my predictions for every single game for game week 18 of the Premier League. These are the final games in the Premier League before the new year. So, obviously it's Boxing Day. Man United versus Newcastle kicks off in about 2 hours. I should have given myself more time, I should record in advance, but I never do. I record it and then upload it straight away as soon as I've made a thumbnail and everything. But yeah, I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. I hope it was a lovely day for you, or I ate too much Christmas dinner. So I'm afraid I might not get up after I've recorded this video, but here we are. But let's get straight into it. Okay, first game, as I said, Man United versus Newcastle, which we just mentioned. It kicks off in about 20 minutes. 20 minutes? 2 hours. I'm tired, right? I'm tired. Man United at home. Obviously going to be without Embuemo due to AFCON. Going to be without Amad Diallo. Mazraoui as well. Lost against Aston Villa recently. I don't know, they were a weird side, United. They were a very weird side. Newcastle also been a pretty odd side. They've not been great away from home recently. They had the really good win against Everton. But then I don't know, they dropped points a bit. Obviously, still obviously they lost against Sunderland earlier in the year. I'm gonna say a 2-1 win to Newcastle. Go on, I do fancy Newcastle this game. Man United, I just think they're a weird side. They're a very weird side. I'm going to go with 2-1 win to Newcastle. Next up, we have Nottingham Forest versus Man City. Forest obviously coming off a win against Tottenham. Very good result for them. I think Nottingham Forest, don't think they're really that much in that relegation fight anymore. I think Leeds would be the more likely to go down. If any of the teams are going to drop down, West Ham obviously down there as well. I think Burnley are pretty much down. Wolves is definitely down. So I'd be between West Ham and probably Leeds. But Leeds have started picking it up as well, to be fair to them. So it's not even good for Newcastle. I'm tired. West Ham. I am so sorry. West Ham. It's been a young Christmas. It's been a young Christmas. Right. My prediction. Right. Man City. Obviously high and still scoring goals. Using some players to AFCON like Marmouche. Out Nori, those players, for example. Still think they'll have enough, though, as around this period, Man City start to go on one of those really good runs where they just win every single game. I'm going to say a 2-0 win to Manchester City. One of the teams I just mentioned there, West Ham versus Fulham, is up next. West Ham started off well under Nuno, but now they're struggling and they need to start picking up points. As I said, Leeds starting to hit form. Nottingham Forest been playing well under Sean Dyche. They need to keep the pressure up, absolutely. Fulham, they're getting better. They're getting better. Also using a good few players at AFCON. Calvin Bassey, Alex Iwobi, Chukwueze. So but still, I do think they'll have enough away from home to get a win here. I'm going to say another 1-0 win. But yeah, they've definitely picked it up. They've definitely picked things up. Brentford versus Bournemouth now. Obviously Brentford without Otara, but Igor Thiago is scoring goals for fun. Lewis Potter as well has been doing well recently. Damsgaard. Bournemouth started off season really, really well, dropped off, but now still they got a few draws recently, starting to maybe pick up some points here and there. Again, I do fancy Brentford at home though. I think they've been good at home this season, good with set pieces, obviously the long throws. I'm going to say a 2-1 win to Brentford at home. Liverpool versus Wolves now. Wolves obviously just lost to Brentford, the team we just mentioned. Liverpool beat Spurs. I think Liverpool, they're looking better as well. I think much better for Liverpool. I think it's 5 games in a row without a loss now, so much better. Is the crisis over? Could be. Your talk of them making moves in January. They're still not convincing, Liverpool, but they should have enough to beat Wolves and beat Wolves convincingly. I'm going to say a 3-0 win to Liverpool. You'll have to wait for my video coming out probably later today. It might be tomorrow. Depends if I fall asleep or not. For my preview for Arsenal versus Brighton, which means next up we have Burnley versus Everton. Burnley needs to start picking up points very badly. yeah, as I said, I think they're in real bad trouble now. I just struggle to see where the points are going to come from. Everton doing well this season. They're missing Dewsbury Hall. He could be back for this game maybe. Um, a few players missing Afcon as well. I don't know. Bro just scored for the other day as well, which is something. I'm gonna say 1-0 Everton. 1-0 Everton. I've waffled on this video. I do apologise, but yeah, I'm gonna say 1-0 Everton. Next up is probably the best game of the week, I would say. Chelsea versus Aston Villa. Um, yeah, this could be a good game. This could be a good game. Aston Villa, I mean, Morgan Rogers, what a player Morgan Rogers is, by the way. Fantastic player, big game player. These are the type of games he thrives under. Chelsea, got Cole Palmer back. They're having a very good season as well. Well, they hit or miss in the performances, but, where they are on the table doesn't lie. So, you know, I think they could be happy with that. I never thought they'd be in a title fight. That was ridiculous talk, to be honest. Man, Chelsea at home. Villa 9 wins in a row, something like that. I do fancy Villa. I do fancy Villa. I think it's going to be a crazy squad. I'm going to say 3-2 to Aston Villa away from home. Sunderland versus Leeds now. Sunderland missing a lot of players due to AFCON. I think it's like 8 or 9 players, something like that. So I do expect a drop off from Sunderland in these upcoming games. Leeds, as I said, they're getting their form together. They they beat Crystal Palace, got a good point against Liverpool as well recently. Leeds have picked up ever since Daniel Farke changed the formation. And Purdue's doing well at the minute. Anton Stack, seems like a good signing. Calvert-Lewin is really scoring goals for fun. I mean, he's trying to make a case for him to go as the backup striker at the World Cup. I'm going to say a 2-1 win to Leeds, I think. 2-1 win to Leeds. Finally, the final game, Palace versus Spurs. Palace have dropped up recently. Obviously, they just lost to Arsenal in the Carabao Cup quarterfinal on penalties. Spurs not been good recently. I think I said that who is it? I said they lost to. They lost to someone. I said not first in the Yas game. It wasn't the Yas game. The Yas game was against Liverpool. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to predict games like this when both teams are on poor form. Obviously Spurs went down to 10 men. I think they even went down to 9 men at the end, didn't they? Because Simmons got sent off as well. So yeah, I'm gonna say, man, Palace just haven't been good, though, have they? They've played a lot of football, Palace. Spurs, I'm gonna say the fresher team out of the two. 2-1 Spurs, 2-1 Tottenham. So that is it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, share the video around. It's all greatly appreciated. I do apologise, I was waffling on this video. I swear I haven't had any of the Christmas sherry. It's just been a long Christmas and I'm very, very tired. So, yeah. I'm going to go watch the Man United and Newcastle game, and then I'm probably going to go sleep. But I do hope you had a very Merry Christmas and enjoy the football.